Persona 1 has an interesting combat system too. It's like grid based. There's a 5x5 grid on the hero side and a 5x5 grid on the enemy side. And your skills hit different areas or have different ranges. And you can change the formation of how your people are standing on the grid. The personas level up differently. Like they have a level, they level up through XP. But they also have like a rank that seems to go up by using their skills. And it looks like the rank is what actually teaches them new abilities. Because like I didn't learn new abilities when they leveled up, they learned new abilities when they ranked up. I haven't actually gotten far enough in the game to get new personas though, but another interesting thing about Persona 1 is that it looks like all of the party members are the wild card. Like they can all change personas. I mean, no one can yet, but they all have multiple persona slots. I haven't actually been able to get into the Velvet Room yet. I found the Velvet Room, but it's locked. So, we have a long way to go on that one. There's no social links in the first one either. I think 3 was the first one to get social links. But as far as Shin Megami Tensei, we are going to play through the Persona games first, but we are going to do all the other Shin Megami games too. So that's the mainline Shin Megami games, the mainline Megami Tensei games, the mainline Devil Summoner, Devil Survivor, Digital Devil Saga, all the above. I'm gonna need some help tracking down all the Dragon Quest games. Like, I've got all of the numbered Dragon Quest games, but I don't even think I know all the spin-offs. I mean, we're certainly gonna do all the numbered ones. And I'll do some research as far as what other ones might be ones we'd want to play. I'm definitely doing Dragon Quest Monsters Joker because I have that one. I'm definitely doing Dragon Quest Builders 1 and 2 because I have those two. And Dragon Quest Heroes because I have that one. I think there's a Heroes 2 as well, although I don't have that one, but if I like Heroes, we'll get it, right? And I think I have all the numbered ones. What was Dragon Quest 10? Is Dragon Quest 10 like an MMO or something? I'm trying to remember Dragon Quest 10, and it's not coming to me. I know 9 was on the DS, and it was like multiplayer. And 11 is the new one. But what was 10? Is 10 like an MMO like Final Fantasy 11 or 14? Maybe? If so, I wonder, is it available in English? Because I haven't seen it, right? My Japanese skills are very limited. I have like, I don't know, kindergartner level Japanese. It's an MMO. Is it available in English? Or is it Japanese only? Let's see if we've got enough money to get that sword. Oh, there's our map. We can already see the whole world map. That's nice. Shows us points of interest too. If you have enough money, let's go get that sword. The dragon scales helped a lot as far as us not taking damage. Alright, I don't believe there's any reason to ever keep old equipment, so we're going to go ahead and sell this bamboo spear. And how much is it to get some armor? These are worth 4. We need 160 to get both of them though. But that would be like, that would double our defense. Let's Let's check the inn. We haven't actually searched. Oh, we can't because we can't get through that door. We can go here. Hey, Chimera Wing. Cool. Beware the poisonous marshes. Should thou attempt to cross them when thou art not in full good health, misery and death shall be thy sole reward. Gotcha. So that's the purple ground. Let's go back to the king and save the game since we've got this sword now and our dragon scale. And then let's go... Well, actually, we've gotten a couple levels, right? What is our max HP now? 23. So we're actually 8 lower than our max. I'll say we'll save the game and then we'll go and try farther north. Another 4 XP and we'll level again. That's great. So we'll grab that level and then we'll head farther north after staying at the inn. And did I save? Okay, yeah, I saved. Yeah, I hate that when you like save the game and go, wait a minute, did I just do it or did I don't? Japan only, huh? Dang. Well, I guess we won't be playing Dragon Quest X probably, but that's okay. We got a whole other part of the series to go. All right, so let's get these last 4 XP to level up. We'll stay at the inn to max out our hit points, and then we'll head north and find some stronger monsters that'll give us more XP and gold faster. You love the music? I love Dragon Quest games in general. I mean, they don't change the formula up very much in Dragon Quest. Every Dragon Quest game has the same kind of format and mechanics and everything for the most part, other than minor changes. But if they have sort of a if it ain't broke don't fix it mentality. They got a point. And you know, not every RPG has to change every time. Alright, there's level 4. Look at that, 6 more max HP. We got the Sizz spell. Got ourselves a spell. Do we have a heal spell? We do have a heal spell, which restores 25 to 30 HP, although we can't afford it because we don't have any MP. But I think that's just because we haven't... Yeah, we have 10 MP. We just have to rest. Let's go stay at the inn. It's only 3 gold. And then we'll go and we'll head farther north to fight stronger enemies, which will level us quicker. Question mark, profit, right? That's not far enough for yet. Alright, there we go. A Draki. With our sword, we can still one-shot these guys. And they get 3 experience and 6 gold. That was like 3 slimes right there. I don't remember what's in this cave. I remember it's dark in there. I seem to remember going in there and not finding anything, but I don't remember if I came back later and did find something. It's been a while since I played Dragon Quest 1. I know that the town with the keys is like right up here. They act like it's really far away. It's literally just, that's it right there. Alright, so I think we'll level up here by this town. And try and get the equipment that's in this town bought. And then from there we can head on. I think you have a higher encounter rate in the mountains. I think so. We're definitely earning money a lot faster when we're not having to fight those blue slimes. These Drakis are literally like fighting 3 blue slimes at once. Don't remember Dragon Quest 2, but Dragon Quest 3 was one of your favorites. Love to be able to get a 4-person party. You get a party in all of them after 1. Part 2 has a party. You don't make up your party in part 2. In part 2, your party is a bunch of princes and princesses that you meet along the way of your journey, like from all the different countries that are being attacked by the demons. But you do get a party in Dragon Quest 2. So this is the only one where you're doing a solo fight. I love Dragon Quest 3 and like what 6? The ones with the job classes and everything. 7 has it. 7's probably my favorite, but that's because growing up I had 7 on the PlayStation 1, so I played it a lot. And I like job systems in general. I like the Final Fantasies with job systems too. Let's see if it says the dragon scale can be used. That was if I use it. Nothing really. I knew you could equip it, but I didn't know what it meant by unlimited uses. Oh, a ghost. You can one-shot the ghost. And that's 4 slimes. Yeah, I'm just gonna everything's XP is gonna be in comparison to what a slime would have given, right? Oh man, that's a 4 slime monster. That was a 3 slime monster. You measure your levels in slimes. How many slimes do you need for the next level, boss? Alright, so they warned us that going across bridges is dangerous. If you go across a bridge, you run into more powerful monsters. The next boss is a 29 slime monster. Welcome to the stream, Cortex Edge. 29 slimes. That sounds like one of those king slimes where they all join together and have a crown. I wonder if that enemy's in this game. Kind of wandering around, checking out the world map, seeing what we got going on here, running up some money. A lot of times in this game, I find myself not grinding for levels so much as grinding for cash. Like, I'm always wanting to buy the next weapon or the next armor, and so I'm always trying to earn up money. And I tend to get the levels that I would need trying to get the money that I need. And maybe that's just the way I look at it. Alright, so let's go. How much money we have? We have 122 gold. Let's go check out Garenheim, and maybe we can buy some keys and use them to get some interesting items, perhaps. I'm trying to remember how this game goes. It's kind of fuzzy. We'll figure it out as we go. It's not like it's a very complicated game. Alright, so we got some locked doors. Brave Wanderer, what, I hear a song? Yes! Okay. I thank thee, friend. Were it not for the lovers of music such as thee, my quest to emulate the legendary bard Galen would lose all meaning. Welcome, Wanderer, to the storied settlement of Galenholm. Alright, we got an inn, we got a weapon shop. We can buy an iron axe here for 560 gold. That's a lot of slimes. And chainmail and an iron shield for another 1100. So if we want to get the best equipment here, we need 1660. That's a lot of money. But it would be good to do. Thou art come from Tantichel? Then surely thou didst espy a cavernous shrine on thy journey here. 'Tis said was built to honor the name of the mighty hero Erdrick. That is true. Is the proof of being related to Erdrick in there, maybe? I don't remember. Long, long ago, when the great Lord Galen did at last bring his wandering to an end, 'twas here that he did settle. Thus did the town which sprang up around his dwelling come to be known as Galenholm. Thou knowest the cause of his majesty's woe, dost thou not? Well, I did chance to espy the culprits. Who? Why, the foul fiends that did bear off the Princess Gwaelin. Eastward did they fly, ever eastward. Is there none in this realm with the courage enough to go to their rescue? There is. Then I bid thee, bear word to this brave soul, whomsoever it may be. Tell him that the princess was taken to the east. East. Always east. Alright. What do we sell here? Same old, same old. And we can't go in this door without a key. And we don't have any keys. Okay. I think Galen, will you get keys? I thought you could buy them here. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. Wait a minute. Alright, I don't think we go down that way first. I think we go east first. If I remember right. Pretty soon we won't need torches anyways. There's a spell that casts light. Do we get it now? No, not yet. But we'll get it eventually. Dragon Quest 7, the one where you had to pick brides for your character? No, that's Dragon Quest 5, I think? 7 is the one with the multi-tiered class system, and it's like 100 hours long. And it got remade on the DS, which was nice. The 3DS with like, graphics of the newer versions of the game. I mean, we basically need to grind up to get some better equipment so that we can live when we fight stronger monsters. I don't know that I'm safe to go over that bridge yet. But no, 7 is the one where you're constantly finding these tablet shards that you have to slot together. Like, you start out on this island and like the entire ocean is empty, but as you make a new tablet, you go back into the past and you save a chunk of the world map from being erased from history. And then when you come back to the future, it's there. So you have to play it again in the future, and then you find enough tablet shards to open up another one, and you do this over and over and over and over and over again until you have recreated the entire world map. Each one is their own little self-contained story. That's one thing about Dragon Quest that I will say. Like a lot of RPGs like Final Fantasy will try and give you this big story, right? Like most of them, they're telling you this big story. I would say almost all of them. Dragon Quest tends to tell you smaller stories in a lot of their games. Like 7 is a good example of this, where like there's all these little self-contained chapters, sort of. Like, you do the story of this island, and then you go to the future and do the story of the future of that island, and you go to this next island, and it's a whole nother story. And there is an overarching story about like this demon king and everything, but the game is made up of all these little vignettes almost. Dragon Quest 7 is great. I love Dragon Quest 7. Even in like 8, so like 8, you're chasing after Dual Magus at the beginning, right? And as you're chasing him, each town that you go to has like its own little story that you gotta sort of accomplish before you can move on. Dragon Quest is like that a lot of times. Or even like Dragon Quest 11, right? Yes, there's a big overarching story, but there's also like all these little stories that in it, like. And even when like you defeat like a final boss in like Dragon Quest 11, it's like, oh, but wait, there's more, and the game just keeps going with like another boss. And yeah, 8 was the Cursed King. Puff puff. There'll be plenty of puff puff. I'm interested in some of the ones that I haven't beaten too. Like, I've never beaten 5, which is the one with like the generations, where you play a character, then you play their son, and so on. I've beaten 4. I've beaten 3. I've beaten 6. I've beaten 7. I've never beaten 8. I'm really looking forward to beating 8 because 8's. I've played a lot of it. It's fun. I've always gotten sidetracked by something else and never finished it. And yeah, a lot of people say 5 is like the best one. I've never hardly even scratched the surface of 5. We're gonna play them in like release order, so we're basically gonna be just counting for a long time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Eventually there'll be some side content, like little guidance or spin-off games that we'll play too, but so you guys seem to know some about the Dragon Quest series. Other than the main numbered ones, what like Dragon Quest spin-offs do you think we should add to the franchise playthrough? Like, I'm already talking about Dragon Quest Builders and Dragon Quest Monsters Joker, because it's just like Dragon Quest Pokemon, sort of. I've got those. I don't know what else there is. I mean, I have there's the Dragon Quest Heroes, which I have, but I'm not entirely sure whether we should count that one. It's like a not so good Dynasty Warriors game. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's different. I feel like they did a lot better job with when they did like the Hyrule Warriors, like the Zelda Dynasty Warriors was pretty cool. But the Dragon Quest Dynasty Warriors game was kind of, it wasn't like a regular Dynasty Warriors game. They changed the way that the little combats work. Like, you're usually like you're guarding a point, or you're the objectives are different. You're not like capturing forts and stuff. I don't know. I've never played the second one in that series either. I really like Dragon Quest Builders, so I'm gonna put those into the list just because I like them. They're fun. They're a lot of fun. Get like my Minecraft fix while playing Dragon Warrior. Yeah, I didn't like guarding the points too much either. Of course, I never got that far into it because I wasn't really that into it, so I kind of didn't give it a huge chance. So maybe we should give it another chance. I don't know. 1 through 11 is gonna take a while. I don't think Dragon Quest is going to take anywhere near as long as it's going to take me to play through all the Final Fantasy games or all the Shin Megami games. I think those are going to take much longer. I don't know why. I mean, it's not like Dragon Quest games are short. They're not. Especially like 7. Oh my god, 7's like 100 hours long. But, like, I don't know. I feel like they're simpler, maybe. Maybe that's why. There's less... I feel like there's less... It's not that there's less side quests, because like I said, everything's like this... There's all these little vignettes you have to do, but they're sort of like part of the main story, too. Like, in Final Fantasy, I feel like there's a lot more, like, optional crap a lot of times that take up a lot of time. Yeah, the newer Dragon Quest games are pretty long. I don't know. So, somehow I feel like, because like when I play through a game like Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest, I'm not gonna want to just like beat the game. I'm gonna want to like try and do everything, and because of that, I feel like Final Fantasy's franchise is going to take longer to play through than Dragon Quest. And this is gonna be like a self-fulfilling prophecy on this stream because I'm playing Final Fantasy only on Fridays, so I'm literally giving twice as much time to Dragon Quest. So I'll certainly speed through Dragon Quest a lot faster. But and then same thing with like Shin Megami. The Shin Megami games are gonna take me a while. One, they're harder. The Shin Megami Tensei games are a lot harder. And two, just they're long too. Like Persona 5, I played for like a month straight when it came out. The first time I beat it. I don't know what Royal's gonna be like, but like that's not a short game. None of the Persona games are going to be really short. And then, like, Shin Megami Tensei 4 took a while the first time I played it. I've never beaten it, but I spent a long time on it without beating it. You know? So I don't know. And maybe it's just like a... I think part of it is also that, like, because of the simplicity of how Dragon Quest games go, like, there's a lot of this kind of thing where I'm just kind of grinding, or I'm doing simple things. I don't know how to put that. Like, the combat stays simple in almost every Dragon Quest. Like, you get new abilities, but you're just choosing. Dragon Quest never makes their combat mechanics more complicated, hardly even than this, right? So there's a lot more of, like, kind of... I feel like even if it takes longer to play the game, it feels like it didn't take that long. Is that, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, I feel like the time kind of flies when I'm playing Dragon Quest because they're kind of just light and fun. Whereas when I'm playing, like, through a more complicated RPG, it feels like it takes longer because I'm thinking about a lot more stuff. The job system isn't really that complex. Like, in 6 or 7, really, the job system isn't that complex. 7 is a little bit more because you have like 3 tiers of jobs, right? Like, there's like beginner, intermediate, and master level jobs or whatever. But it essentially boils down to, you know, meet the prereqs to take the job, and then a certain number of fights get you the abilities, and you get the abilities in this order, and then once you have them, you have them. Except if it's like a intermediate or higher level class, I think you have to actually be in the class to use their abilities, I think, is what it was in Dragon Quest VII. Like, the beginner classes, you could learn all their abilities and use them even later. But like the intermediate and up ones, you had to actually be in the class to use them. So you basically just found the one that you wanted, got all the beginner level skills you wanted from the ones that you wanted to get it from. Like, when I played Dragon Quest VII, by the end of the game, all of my characters were like gods. Like, they'd mastered their master level class, and they had all the skills they wanted from all the beginner ones, and they were just like, they stomped the final boss. Yeah, 8, each character kind of has their class baked into them, right? Like, it's more like instead of having a job system, it's more like a Final Fantasy VI, where like all the characters kind of do have a job. It's just innate to that character, and you can't change it. Like, Locke is a thief, and you know, Sabin is a monk. You know, like, it's not that the jobs aren't really there, it's that you just can't change them, you know? 8 feels kind of like that. 8 has the skill tree. It's not skill trees. It has the skill lines that you can assign points to, right? Which I guess Dragon Quest XI kind of expounded on that by giving them like the ability to branch out in these little skill trees instead of just assigning points to a type. 9 is my favorite Final Fantasy. But I don't know which one I would say is the best. No, I think 9 is my favorite just because of, like, I love it. I've probably played it the most, and there's a lot of nostalgia there. I grew up with 9. Like,